Have you ever heard something, a phrase, a song, a voice, and in that moment, everything within you shifted? Not loudly, not dramatically, just a quiet, profound echo resonating deep inside, making you realize, I can't keep living the same way. Sometimes awakening doesn't need to be noisy, it just needs to be timed right. Just once, just a moment, and that's when the magic happens. This piece is called Once, meaning one time. But in that one time, an entire life can be held. Maybe you've watched dozens of inspirational videos. Maybe you've read hundreds of quotes about change, but nothing has truly touched you yet. Maybe you know you need to change, but lack the strength to start. Maybe you're waiting for a sign, a reminder, a door. If so, this is it. This is that moment. This video isn't a lecture or advice. It's a gentle but profound reminder that you can choose your life again. Today. Now, by living more awake, braver, more intentional, bit by bit, once isn't just a single moment in life. It's the moment you truly live with an open heart and a clear mind. If you're ready to begin, come with me. And if right now a part of you feels this rings true, drop a comment. I'm ready to change. Hit like to mark this moment as a commitment, and subscribe if you want to continue this journey of living awake with me. Number 1, the power of daily repetition. Here's a truth most of us resist. It's not grand moments that shape your life, but the small things you repeat daily. Invisible habits, quiet choices, familiar thoughts. They carve themselves into you hour by hour. Over time, they become you. Nothing happens once and done. Real change doesn't spring from fleeting inspiration or impulsive resolutions. It comes from repetition, repeating right actions, repeating positive thoughts, repeating the choice to show up for yourself, even on your worst days. People often wonder why they fail to change, why after watching a motivational video, they slip back into old ways. The answer is simple. One action can't undo years of ingrained patterns. You've lived counter to your goal hundreds of times before. A single effort isn't enough to break that system. That's why you need repetition. Not to become a robot, but to become disciplined. Discipline doesn't stifle creativity. It builds the foundation for what you truly want. Picture yourself as a blacksmith. Each day you strike a hammer blow on iron. By day 20, it may look unchanged. By blow 50, it starts to bend. By 100, it takes shape. Looking back, it's not the 100th blow that mattered most. It's every strike before it, accumulating force until the result emerges. Change works the same. Don't chase miracles. Focus on repeating the right thing, steadily, daily. That's the miracle. A small habit, like waking 15 minutes earlier, exercising 10 minutes each morning, writing 3 things you're grateful for, reading 1 page, or turning off your phone for an hour each night. Seems minor but lays the groundwork for a transformed life. When you repeat small positives long enough, they shift how you see yourself. You start believing you're someone who keeps promises, who's disciplined, who knows where they're going. That belief drives new actions. New actions yield new results. It all starts with something seemingly trivial: repetition. You might think you're not strong enough to change. Wrong. It's not about strength. It's about direction. A ship sailing off course, no matter how powerful, won't reach its destination. But adjust the heading by just 1 degree daily, and you'll end up somewhere entirely different. You don't need to overhaul your life overnight. Just nudge your direction a little, every day. That's the power of repetition. Small but relentless, slow but unstoppable. Modest daily efforts that create massive long-term shifts. The key is choosing what to repeat. Some repeat negativity daily, starting with social media, consuming toxic news, telling themselves they're not good enough, fast enough, smart enough. Then they wonder why life doesn't improve. They're repeating the wrong things: fear, procrastination, living for others' expectations. So the question isn't, are you repeating? But what are you repeating? Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus stress daily practice, not to be morally perfect, but to keep a clear mind, steadfast heart, and calm spirit in a chaotic world. Marcus journaled daily, not to log events, but to reflect, adjust his mindset, and remind himself to live rightly. That's intentional repetition, the bedrock of his enduring mental strength. You don't need to start big. Pick one action, just one. Do it daily. Do it when it's boring. Do it when you feel inadequate. Do it when no one's watching, because the person you're building isn't for others to see. It's the person you'll live with for the rest of your life. You. Nothing transforms that person more than small, conscious, repeated actions. If you keep starting but can't sustain, stop chasing explosive moments. Become persistent, steady, someone who doesn't need motivation because they have discipline. If you're starting from scratch, that's fine. Each day is a fresh chance. Let today be your first hammer strike, or your 20th or 50th. Whatever the count, just keep striking. Change will come. If this resonates, comment, "I'm acting every day." It's a reminder to yourself. You don't need to be fast, just consistent. Like if you believe in the power of slow progress. And subscribe to keep walking with me, turning ideals into reality, one action at a time. Number 2, eliminate negativity, focus on transformation. If you're serious about changing your life, the first step isn't learning more, doing more, or setting new goals. It's cleaning up. Clear your mind, clear your environment, clear your relationships. You can't build a sturdy house on a foundation full of debris. Negativity, in any form, is a subtle poison that erodes your inner strength. It makes you doubt yourself, delay what matters, react instead of choose, and see life through a distorted lens. You can study every self-improvement strategy out there, but if you don't uproot negativity, you'll stay stuck. Negativity isn't always obvious. It's not just angry outbursts or blatant despair. Often it's small, a complaint you mutter waking up, a comparison sparked by scrolling social media, a news headline that leaves you feeling life's pointless, a fleeting thought that "I'm not good enough" when trying something new. These tiny seeds of negativity, repeated, take root, spread, and form a system of limiting beliefs, an invisible cage keeping you from breaking free. Stoics teach you can't control what happens, but you can control how you respond. It's a familiar saying, but living it is an art. Epictetus stressed that we don't suffer from events, but from how we interpret them. You assign meaning to everything. A rejection can be a wound or a lesson. A failure can prove you're helpless or be a stepping stone. To choose the latter, you need one thing: deliberate elimination of negativity. Before chasing success, clean your mind. Before pursuing growth, cut out what weakens you daily. Maybe it's people who blame, judge, or see life through limits. Maybe it's your environment, where talk centers on struggles, comparisons, or barriers. Maybe it's the content you consume, posts that make you feel worse, videos feeding fear or doubt. You don't need to fight these things. Just step away, quietly, calmly, intentionally. Spend a day observing what you take in, what you read, hear, watch, who you talk to, and how you feel after. If you feel heavy, drained, or weary, ruthlessly cut those sources. Don't cling to harmful connections out of habit or fear of judgment. Unfollow accounts that spark comparison or self-blame. Skip sensational content that paints the world as chaotic and convinces you change is futile. You have the right to filter. You must filter to live awake. Eliminating negativity isn't weakness, it's strength. The truly strong don't endure everything. They know what to keep and what to release. They have enough self-respect to say, "I won't let my mind be polluted daily by old habits." They don't bond over negativity, joining conversations to complain, blame, or vent for fun. They choose clarity, even if it means a bit more loneliness. The price of awareness is always worth it. Once you've cleared out, once you've cut what doesn't serve your growth, you'll find more inner space. That's when you bring in the new. New mindsets, behaviors, beliefs. You shift from reacting to transforming, from consuming to creating. You start asking, what can I do differently today to get closer to my best self? You're no longer swayed by drama or petty distractions. You've chosen to live by values, not fleeting emotions. If you want change but feel stuck, check your energy environment first. Don't just seek methods, seek clarity. Be brave enough to cut what drags you down, whether it's a habit, a friend, or an outdated thought. Change doesn't need to start big. It can begin with one decision. Today, I stop letting mental clutter in. If this hits home, comment, "I'm cutting negative energy." Write it not to show off, but to remind yourself. From this moment, you choose your life's energy. Like if you believe real change starts with clearing inner space. And subscribe to keep walking with me on this path of cleansing, building, and living as your best self every day. Number 3, gratitude and faith in a great day. Each morning, you wake with 2 choices. 1, start the day weary, replaying yesterday's worries, swept into an unconscious grind. 2, step onto the floor, take a deep breath, and tell yourself, "Today is a gift, and I'll live grateful for it." Gratitude doesn't wait for grand moments, for enough money, freedom, or security. It's what lets you feel enough even when life's messy. Those who live with gratitude don't need a perfect world. They just need eyes to see what's worth cherishing in the smallest moments. You might be in a tough season, grappling with debt, healing old wounds, or facing hard choices. But no matter the circumstance, you have one thing to be grateful for. You're still here. You still have awareness, agency, the ability to change. Your heart still beats, your mind still yearns to move forward. That's a massive starting point. Gratitude doesn't erase pain, but it keeps you from drowning in it. It shows you that, amid chaos, there's still something reliable. Stoics practiced gratitude daily, not because their lives were lavish, but because they knew how fragile everything is. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself each morning that all he had, power, life, health, could vanish anytime. This didn't make him cold or pessimistic. It made him cherish every moment he could live, love, and act rightly. That's gratitude's power. When you truly grasp nothing lasts forever, you value what you have more deeply. Gratitude is a form of clarity. When you're grateful for your body, you care for it better. For your relationships, you avoid hurting others over fleeting emotions. For your work, even the smallest tasks, you do them with purpose, not just for pay. And when you're grateful for yourself, scars, efforts, mess included, you stop self-criticism and start walking alongside yourself in growth. Gratitude also lays the foundation for faith. Faith that today can be good, not because circumstances shift, but because you choose a different lens. Grateful people see opportunity in challenges, lessons in failures, light in darkness. They don't wait for life to hand them gifts. They see the gifts already around them. This isn't self-deception. It's training a positive, proactive, steady outlook, no matter what. Try starting your day with one question. What am I grateful for today? Write 3 things each morning, however small: a hot coffee, a kind text, sunlight through your window. Repeating this rewires your awareness. Your mind begins seeking what's precious in the day, not fixating on what's wrong. This shifts how you live, hour by hour. Gratitude also shields you from comparison, a major source of scarcity and discontent. When you live gratefully, you don't need to outdo others. You just need to see clearly what you have. Not to stop striving, but to strive without pressure, panic, or fear of being left behind. When you move from a place of enough, envy and insecurity lose their grip. You act from love, not lack. From gratitude grows a small faith in each day. Today could be great. Not because everything will go your way, but because you'll choose to live positively, whatever comes. Believe each day holds new possibilities, a meaningful encounter, a profound lesson, an unexpected good. The universe doesn't always bend to your will, but with positive faith, you'll always find a reason to keep going. Faith isn't vague. It's forged daily by choosing clear thoughts, calm responses, purposeful actions. Combine gratitude with the belief you'll make today count, and you rewrite how you experience life. Days and hours stop passing mindlessly. They brim with purpose and light. If you're reading this and feel a shift, a stirring, an awakening, comment, "I'm grateful for today." Let those words kickstart a chain of days lived clearer, kinder, and full of faith. Like to keep this message as a morning reminder and subscribe to continue this journey of living awake, day by day, moment by moment, with me. Number 4, live in the present, seize opportunities. We often live as if time is infinite. We delay words of love, postpone plans, put off living a day fully, not out of laziness, but from a naive belief that there'll always be more chances. Yet nothing guarantees you'll have tomorrow to do what you keep deferring. The scariest thing isn't a sudden end. It's a long life where you never truly lived a single day with your whole heart. Living in the present is the simplest yet hardest lesson. Not because we don't get it, but because we don't practice it enough. Our minds cling to the past, regrets, anger, sorrow, or race to the future, fears, anxieties, expectations. We rarely inhabit the present, the only place where we can act, change, feel, and truly live. Stoics stress this: the present is all you truly have. The past is gone. The future isn't here. Lose this moment, and you're losing your life. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't let life slip by unconsciously. Don't live as if you have endless chances. Every action, every word, do it as if it's your last." This isn't pessimism, it's awakening. When you live as if this is your final chance, you don't waste time on petty arguments. You don't hesitate to apologize or say thank you. You don't delay the project you know you must do. You live with weight, depth, full presence, not rushed, not regretful. Opportunities don't always arrive with fanfare. Often they come quietly, a chance conversation, a fleeting idea, a reconnect from an old friend, a still moment within. But if you're not awake, if you're lost in schedules, glued to your phone, or disconnected from your true feelings, you'll miss them. Some opportunities don't return. They come to test if you're ready. If you're not present enough to notice, they pass as if they never were. Living in the present doesn't mean abandoning plans or dreams. It means living with more awareness. You can plan for the future, but take each small step with full focus on now. When talking to someone, truly listen. When writing, pour energy into each word. When eating, savor the taste. When grieving, feel the pain fully instead of hiding or dodging it. The present is the gateway to healing, creativity, connection, and change. A simple daily practice is to pause and breathe. When you feel swept away, stop for 30 seconds. Place a hand on your chest. Inhale deeply, exhale slowly. Ask, where am I? What am I doing? What do I feel? This pulls your mind back to your body. When you're fully in your breath, your heartbeat, your surroundings, you're in the present. Only here can you make clear decisions. Only here can you see the doors opening before you. Stoics believe living awake isn't just a skill, it's a duty. When you're awake, you stop living reactively and start living by values. You don't let the world drag you. You choose how to live. And when you're present deeply enough, you spot opportunities you once called others' luck. They weren't luckier. They were present and ready to act. They didn't miss what was offered because they lived awake enough to see it. Ask yourself, how often have you missed chances because you weren't truly there? How many if-onlys came from not acting when it mattered? If you felt regret, you know the present shouldn't be squandered. Right now you can call someone you've lost touch with. Right now you can revisit a shelved plan. Right now you can choose to live one day fully, not rushed, not mindless, not delayed. You can do this, but you must decide. If you're ready to break from half-lived days, from postponing, from being lost in your head while missing what's right before you, comment, I choose to live in the present. Write it to remind yourself you're here, reading, thinking, starting to shift, like if this feels like what you need, and subscribe to keep building a purposeful life, moment by moment, decision by decision, starting from where you sit now. Number 5, care for mind and body. Maintain positive frequency. Your body and mind aren't separate. They're two sides of you. Neglect your body and your mind quietly suffers. Fill your mind with toxins and your body gradually weakens. A vibrant spirit can't thrive in a fatigued frame, just as a strong body can't shine if your mind is drowned in anxiety, stress, or doubt. To live at a high frequency, where you don't just survive but create, heal, contribute, and inspire, you must nurture both body and mind. Start with the obvious. Your body is the only physical tool you'll have for life. You can't trade it in like a phone or swap its battery when energy dips. Ignore it too long and it stops responding. How you eat, sleep, move, breathe, these are signals saying, I care about you. You don't need to run marathons, follow strict diets, or gym for hours, but you need basic discipline. Sleep enough, eat mindfully, move daily, listen when your body speaks. A healthy body doesn't just boost productivity, it makes you feel worthy. Each kept promise to yourself, waking on time, walking 30 minutes, drinking water, builds inner trust. You prove you're reliable to yourself. That's the first step to freedom. But every time you procrastinate, give up, or slack off without reason, you harm your relationship with yourself. Doubt creeps in, motivation fades, and you spiral into repeated disappointment. Caring for your body is the foundation, but it's not enough. Your mind, where your greatest battles unfold, needs tending too. It can be a garden or a landfill, depending on what you feed it daily. What are you reading, hearing, saying, thinking? These are your mental diet. They nourish or poison you. Constant negative news, criticism, gossip, or self-talk like, I'm useless, I can't, drags your frequency to its lowest. Conversely, curating what enters your mind, uplifting books, inspiring music, kind conversations, self-affirming words lifts your frequency. This shapes how you think, act, feel, even what opportunities, people, and experiences you attract. It's not mysticism, it's psychological and energetic reality. High-frequency people see solutions where others see problems, stay calm in chaos, inspired by their presence alone. To sustain a positive frequency, create daily positive space. Maybe 10 minutes of morning meditation, a 15-minute phone-free walk, a journal page to clear your mind, or a few minutes of silence with devices off. These moments flush mental clutter, refresh emotions, and reconnect you to your clearest self. They're energy charging stations to keep you thriving without burning out. Rest is also vital. Real rest isn't 3 hours curled up with your phone. It's stepping back from the world to return inward, sleeping enough, detaching from comparisons, expectations, and noise, allowing yourself to do nothing without guilt. Only when you truly recharge can you give without depleting. You can't pour from an empty cup. Stoics didn't advocate extremes but conscious living. They knew a neglected body turns traitor. An untrained mind becomes a tyrant. They balanced body and mind, training the body for strength, the mind for clarity. They didn't chase perfection, but consistency. That consistency in eating, moving, thinking, responding, grounded their calm and mental resilience in the harshest conditions. If you're tired, doubtful, or low on life's energy, don't look outward first. Examine how you treat your body and mind daily. Ask, what am I feeding myself? Am I treating myself like someone I cherish or someone I dismiss? If you need a fresh start, don't wait. Right now, choose a healthier meal. Drink more water. Turn off your phone earlier. Breathe deeper. Smile for no reason. These small acts, sustained, will lift you bit by bit. If you're ready to truly care for your life's energy, comment, I choose to nurture body and mind. Like to mark the moment you choose differently, and subscribe to keep exploring how to maintain a positive, steady, inspiring frequency every day from within. Number 6, the best version of yourself. Everyone has asked, how do I become the best version of myself? The question might stem from a drive to rise, frustration with who you are now, or a quiet urge to live more meaningfully. But many get stuck here, unsure where to start. They imagine the best version as a perfect ideal. Smarter, more attractive, wealthier, more loved. They set a lofty goal, then berate themselves for falling short. The truth is, the best version isn't a destination, it's a process. It doesn't demand perfection, only honesty and consistency. Becoming your best self doesn't mean no more mistakes, falls, or fatigue. It means daring to face yourself daily and asking, how can I live better today than yesterday, even in one small way? Maybe it's how you treat others, handle work, or talk to yourself in your head. Your better version lies not in giant leaps, but in small, right choices, repeated, unrelinquished. Comparison is a major barrier. You see others succeeding, happier, more confident, and think you must match them, achieve what they have. But you weren't born to be anyone's copy. Your best version isn't a replica of someone else's success. It's a unique self built on your values, experiences, and goals. When you stop trying to mimic others, you create space to grow your own way. To become your best self, start by knowing who you are now. What makes you proud? What do you regret? Which habits drag you down? Which thoughts do you repeat, knowing they don't help? Self-reflection isn't for self-criticism, but for clarity. Where am I and where am I headed? Stoics didn't dodge their flaws. They faced them without judgment. Knowing only by seeing weaknesses can you transform them. Once you know yourself, choose core values. You can't become your best without knowing what you live for. Values like honesty, discipline, humility, gratitude, persistence, or kindness act as a compass for decisions in murky times. They reflect the person you want to be. Living by values makes you stronger under pressure. You're no longer chasing emotions or approval, but following principles. Your best version isn't about how much you do, but how deeply you do the right things. Quality over quantity, presence over trophies. You don't need to do everything, just a few things with all your heart. A 1% daily improvement compounds massively over a year, but you must persist. No one becomes their best through short-lived zeal. They do it through long-term resolve. Remember, you don't need permission to change. No perfect conditions, no waiting for inspiration. Start today with small acts. Wake earlier, turn off your phone sooner, read a page, note what you learned, practice forgiveness, stop negative self-talk, breathe deeply when stressed. These aren't loud or instantly dramatic, but they stack. One day you'll look back and see, I'm different, I'm better, I'm closer to who I always wanted to be. The beauty is, your best version has no final limit. No matter how far you go, you can keep growing. That keeps the journey alive. Each life stage offers a chance to redefine yourself. Your best at 20 differs from your best at 30, and that's not wrong or contradictory. It's life. Life shifts. So do you. If you're here, you feel a call, a pull to step up, live better, deeper, truer. Comment, I'm becoming my best self. Write it to commit to yourself. Like to mark this choice for a new direction. And subscribe to keep exploring with me a life lived rightly, richly, truly. Not to be perfect, but to be more you every day. Number 7, live with kindness and love. In a rushed, competitive world, living with kindness and love is sometimes seen as weakness. People forget that true strength isn't in winning, possessing, or controlling. It's in holding on to goodness, even when no one reciprocates. Kindness isn't blind compromise or fragility. It's courage. It's standing amid chaos and choosing not to harm. It's actively sowing positivity, knowing you may get nothing back. To live deeply and meaningfully, kindness and love are essential. Kindness doesn't need grand gestures. It starts small, speaking gently to a cashier, listening to someone struggling without judging, forgiving those who hurt you to free yourself from resentment's weight. It's making time for family, texting an old friend, or smiling at a passerby. Each kind act is a pebble tossed into life's lake. The ripples travel further than you imagine. Love, too, is more than romance or sweet words. It's treating all beings with empathy, caring for yourself like a dear friend, restraining anger to avoid harm, upholding integrity when you could retaliate. In Stoic philosophy, love isn't a passive feeling, but an active choice, guided by reason, practiced with discipline, nurtured by gratitude. Kind, loving people aren't always embraced by the world. You may be used, misunderstood, called naive, but those moments test whether you truly live your values. Kindness matters most in unkind settings. Love deepens when it's unconditional. The kind don't need the world's praise. They know they're doing right. The loving don't need to control others. They draw from an inner well that's already full. In the digital age where criticizing online is effortless, kindness is precious. Choose silence over judgment. Share positivity instead of anger. Build rather than tear down. Each choice declares, I live to heal this world, not wound it. The miracle is, living with kindness and love doesn't just change others, it transforms you. You become gentler, clearer, happier from within. Love includes how you treat yourself. Many love others but are harsh with themselves, self-critical over mistakes, hating their body, dismissing their achievements, living with a negative inner voice. But how can you truly love others if you don't love yourself? How can you be kind to the world if you're unkind to you? Love and kindness need roots in your heart. Start by looking in the mirror without critique. Thank your body for carrying you through life. Note what you did well today, not just your flaws. Marcus Aurelius said, when you can love people, even those unlike you, you've transcended yourself. That's kindness at its peak, opening your heart to those who differ, even those who've hurt you. It's not tolerating mistreatment, but choosing not to retaliate, not carrying bitterness. You walk away with peace rather than fighting to win. You choose healing over spreading pain. You don't need grand acts to live with love. Just choose what's right in small interactions. When angry, choose silence over harm. When tired, rest instead of snapping. When misunderstood, explain gently instead of lashing out. These small choices, repeated daily, build a truly kind, strong person. If your heart softens reading this, if you've forgotten how to live gently in a harsh world, comment, I choose to live with kindness and love. Write it to remind yourself every day, every interaction is a chance to spread warmth. Like if you believe the world needs more gentle yet steadfast people, and subscribe to keep walking this path of kindness, not for others, but because it's the way your heart finds lightness and strength. Number 8, a journey of gratitude, learning, and growth. Life isn't a straight climb upward. It's a rugged journey with twists, steep slopes, sunny days, and storms. That unevenness is its beauty. With each step, you don't just move forward, you dive deeper into yourself. This journey teaches you to be grateful for the small things, to learn from failures, and to grow not by avoiding pain, but by moving through it consciously. Gratitude, learning, and growth are inseparable on the path to a meaningful life. When you view life with grateful eyes, everything comes alive. A sunny morning, a heartfelt talk, a lesson from a fall. Even what seems awful, a stumble, a broken relationship, a lost phase, becomes worthy of thanks. These moments make you clearer, stronger, truer to yourself. Gratitude isn't just for what's easy, it's for what hurts too. Only by thanking the unwanted do you learn to see life with an open heart. Learning is essential to growth. You don't learn to be the best, but to be the most aware of your strengths, weaknesses, actions, thoughts, feelings, aware of where you stand and what you need to keep going. A learner isn't someone who reads endless books or listens to countless podcasts. It's someone who looks within and says, I don't know yet. I need to understand more. I can do better. Learning starts when ego steps back, making room for humility and curiosity. When you learn to grow, not to show off, you're on the right path. No one is born mature. No one lives without mistakes. No one walks without tripping. But some rise stronger, clearer after each fall. Others shrink, close their hearts, lose faith in life. The difference isn't circumstance, it's perspective. Those who choose growth ask, what did I learn? What must I let go? How can I live differently to avoid old mistakes? They're not victims, but creators. They don't fight the past, they understand it and move forward with a new mindset. Personal growth isn't a race. You don't need to rush. Just stay true and keep going. Every small step counts. Each day you stay calm under pressure. Each time you listen instead of argue. Each moment you admit a mistake and adjust. These are signs of maturity. Quiet, unglamorous, profoundly deep. You won't see how much you've changed until one day you look back and realize, I'm not who I was. I've grown, not because I know everything, but because I've lived truer. Marcus Aurelius said, let each day pass as a lesson. Good or bad, it comes to teach you something. That's the mindset of the awake. No judging, no denying, no fleeing, just observing, receiving, learning. Live this way, and circumstances lose their grip. You master your experience. You don't wait for change to happen. You change within what's happening. On this journey, don't be too hard on yourself. Growth doesn't mean always being strong, right, or certain. Some days you'll be tired, lost, feeling stuck. That's part of the path. Learn to embrace those not enough days. Trust that as long as you keep moving, learning, thanking, you're growing, bit by bit in your own way. If your journey feels tough, but you're still walking, you're already resilient. If you've failed, erred, hurt, and still choose learning over shutting down, you're already strong. Thank yourself for not quitting. Thank life for giving you chances to learn, fix, restart. Keep going. Not fast, just steady. Not perfect, just sincere. If you're on this path of gratitude, learning, and growth, comment, I'm learning and growing every day. Write it to remind yourself you're on track, however hard the road. Like if you believe every experience holds a lesson, and subscribe to keep walking with me on this journey of growth, where each quiet day builds a deeper, steadier, fuller you. Number 9, let go of stress, embrace serenity. An invisible force silently steers millions of lives daily, stress. It creeps into thoughts, decisions, conversations, sleep, even moments meant for peace. Stress doesn't just harm the body, it erodes the spirit. It makes you react instead of think, withdraw instead of connect, and lose the inner calm you naturally possess. In a world demanding speed, results, and rivalry, you need a simple yet profound art: releasing stress and choosing serenity. Letting go isn't neglect. It's not dodging or denying responsibility. It's ceasing to strain against what you can't control. It's knowing some things need solving, others need leaving be. It's picking your battles. It's refusing to let work, emotions, or others' expectations consume your mind. The one who lets go wisely is the strongest. They don't follow reflexes but respond with clarity. We're stressed not because we have too much to do, but because our minds are cluttered. A packed schedule can still feel calm if you prioritize what matters and focus there. Conversely, a light load feels heavy if your mind jumps between tasks, dwells on what's undone, or frets over outcomes not yet here. Serenity doesn't come from doing less. It comes from mastering your mind amid the chaos. One practical way to ease stress is returning to the present. Our minds get yanked to the past, regrets, unresolved issues, lingering memories, or pulled to the future, fears, plans, potential failures. This creates constant unease, but the present, this breath, this moment, these words, is quiet if you're truly here. Slow your breathing, feel your surroundings, stop thinking, and just listen. You'll find a deeper calm waiting. Stoics knew circumstances don't steal your peace. Your reactions do. Epictetus said, "No one can harm you unless you allow it." Simple words, but living them takes daily practice. Practice not reacting instantly. Practice stepping back to observe your emotions. Practice asking, is this worth my peace? If not, breathe out, let it go, and live lighter. Another way to reduce stress is adjusting expectations. Much pressure comes from wanting things to unfold as you envision, but life doesn't work that way. People don't always act as you hope. Results don't always match plans. You aren't always perfect. Accepting that things can be imperfect yet okay frees you from needless burdens. True serenity isn't from controlling everything, but from trusting you can handle whatever comes. It's faith in yourself, knowing that no matter tomorrow's shape, you can adapt, learn, move forward. It's a steady, not stubborn mindset, flexible, not frail. Living this way, you fear nothing. No matter how high the waves, you'll find balance within. A small, powerful practice is creating quiet pauses daily. Maybe 10 minutes of stillness after breakfast, an afternoon without your phone, a walk listening only to the wind, no podcasts or calls. These pauses are deep breaths for your life. They soothe your nervous system, restore balance, and let you touch a deeper inner layer, free of anxiety, panic, just pure calm. If you feel stretched too thin, too tired, pause, not to quit, but to recalibrate. Breathe slower, review what's draining you. Some things you must do, others you can release. Some people you keep close, others you distance to preserve peace. Life doesn't demand constant strength, just enough clarity to choose ease when possible. If you've been straining too long, trying too hard, living too fast without breathing, comment, I choose to let go and live serenely. It's a reminder you can pause, slow down, find peace. Like if you believe peace is a choice, not a reward. And subscribe to keep walking this path of gentle, deep, awake living, where you don't need to prove anything, just live true to yourself. Number 10, believe in the universe and your personal mission. You may have forgotten, or perhaps never fully believed, your existence isn't a coincidence. You're not here by chance at this moment among infinite possibilities. The universe didn't pick you randomly. It chose you for a reason. You have a unique place, path, and energy only you bring to the world. Your mission isn't to mimic others, chase perfection, or match someone's success. It's to live true to your purpose. Belief in the universe doesn't require religion or complex spirituality. It's a foundational trust that life has order, and you're here to play a role in it. This faith carries you through the darkest days, when life feels meaningless, plans fail, or efforts yield no immediate fruit. Those who trust the universe don't collapse, knowing their struggles are part of a larger picture they can't yet fully see. To live meaningfully, believe you have a personal mission. It doesn't need to be grand, saving the world or gaining fame. It might be doing your work with heart, being kind to those around you, creating something authentic, or healing yourself to help others do the same. A mission isn't a burden to strain under. It's what makes each day feel alive. One of life's greatest tragedies is living without knowing why. Waking, working, sleeping, repeating, aimless, chasing others' expectations, hollow goals, feeling empty despite success. Without a mission, you're swept by life's tide. But with a clear mission, you're unshakable. You work beyond money, learn beyond tests, endure not from resignation but because it matters. Pause and ask, what lights my heart? What makes me forget time? What feels valuable when I give it? Maybe it's writing, teaching, listening, creating, helping someone rediscover themselves. These aren't random. They're signs, calls. The universe whispers through positive emotions. When you do what aligns with your mission, you breathe easier, feel clearer, lighter, even if it doesn't pay instantly. That feeling can't be faked. Learn to listen, then dare to follow it. You may face doubt, misunderstanding, or lack resources to live your passion full-time. Start where you stand. Do your current job with utmost service. Carve out daily moments for what you love. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Your mission isn't what you pursue when ready. It's what you start to become ready. As you commit, doors open. Stoics spoke of personal purpose. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily his role as emperor wasn't for power but public good. Epictetus, once a slave, didn't let his status excuse a small life. He believed philosophy could free people from inner suffering. They lived for mission, not fame, becoming timeless souls in history's flow. Live your mission, and you need no external motivation. You're guided from within. Failure becomes a lesson, not an end. You stop comparing, knowing everyone has their unique role. You're no longer lost, walking a path designed for you. If you're unsure of your direction, don't panic. Finding your mission doesn't happen overnight. It starts with an honest question, a small courage, a first step. The universe doesn't demand perfection, just sincerity. Bit by bit, you'll get clearer signals, meet the right people, face the right experiences, and be led where you belong. If you've heard your inner call but hesitated, comment, "I believe in the universe and my mission." It's your first declaration, a reminder you're not here by accident. Like if you're ready to start living what you were born for. Number 11. You are the architect of the future. Here's a truth to hold, no matter where you are in life. Your future isn't random. It's not luck, vague fate, or someone else's decision for you. It's a structure you're building, bit by bit, every day, through how you think, act, and respond to the world. No matter where you stand today, no matter your past mistakes or how small you feel in this vast world, you are the sole architect of your life. Every thought you hold is a brick. Every action is a stroke on the blueprint. Every choice, whether to persist or quit, trust or doubt, love or resent, is a path to a different future. Your future doesn't arrive by surprise. It's shaped by what you do now. Realize this, and you'll live differently. You'll stop blaming, stop waiting, stop drifting. You'll start building consciously, one brick at a time. Many don't progress because they believe the future is beyond their control. They react, not act. They wait for opportunities instead of creating them. They hope circumstances shift instead of shifting their response. But you don't need the world to change to live rightly. Start within. Define a clear vision for the life you want. Not fantasy, but a grounded picture of who you want to be, what values you'll hold, what you'll create, and the energy you'll embody. With a clear vision, petty distractions lose power. You don't live by random emotions. You know what to do, avoid, keep, or release today. Each day is a step forward. Not always perfect, but directed. A purposeful person doesn't need to be the fastest, just steady. Not the best, just true. From this, they craft a future not of chance, but of deliberate choice. To truly shape your future, master one skill. Take 100% responsibility for your life. No blaming parents, education, exes, bosses, society, or anyone else. No more if only, what if, because. Just ask, what can I do from here? How can I choose differently? What can I learn? When you claim ownership of your life, you reclaim the power to create. You become an architect, not a victim of your future. Maybe you've lived unconsciously for years, driven by emotions, habits, opinions, or fear. That doesn't mean you can't change. No blueprint is unfixable. No foundation is beyond repair. As long as you breathe, think, and yearn for a better life, you can start anew. Starting doesn't need to be grand. Just decide today. I won't live the old way anymore. I'll rebuild, bit by bit, with clarity and commitment. A solid future isn't built with giant leaps, but small habits. Waking early to learn, choosing calm over impulse, working deeply instead of scrolling mindlessly. Repeated, these become the framework for the future you're aiming for. One day you'll look back and see, I built a life worth living, not by luck, but by consistency. The beauty of living as your future's architect is seeing life's fragments connect. Failures that once tormented you become valuable lessons. People who came and left teach you about boundaries, trust, and self-worth. Waiting, fruitless days, challenges, all become materials for inner strength. Nothing is wasted if you use it rightly, at the right time, with the right spirit. If you feel lost, unsure if you can shape your future, remember you don't need the whole plan. Just take one step today, another tomorrow. Don't wait for every answer. They'll emerge as you go. Each day, each small act, each wise choice will guide you to where you need to be, more steadily than you imagine. If you're ready to rise, take responsibility, and draw your life's design with purpose and love. Comment, I am the architect of my own future. It's not just words, it's a vow. Like if you believe you can live a life true to your potential. And subscribe to keep walking this awake, directed path, building each day into a foundation for the future you choose. You've completed a long journey, not just through this video, but within your own mind. From the moment you hit play, you took a vital step, turning inward. You've listened, reflected, felt, and that shows you're done living on autopilot. You refuse to let life slip by without knowing where you're headed. You want to live with purpose, depth, and intention. That's a powerful sign. You're ready to change. But words, emotions, or resonance are just the start. The real journey begins when you stand up and act. Small, steady, conscious actions. Don't wait for inspiration. Don't delay until tomorrow. Don't expect life to shift before you do. Do the first thing you can do today. Maybe write a personal commitment. Maybe cut a toxic tie. Maybe just turn off your phone for 30 minutes to sit in stillness. It's not about how much you do, it's about truly starting. Comment, I'm ready to act. It's a milestone, a reminder, the launch of a new path. If this video sparked value, like it, share it with someone needing a shift, and subscribe to keep walking with me on this journey of awake, resilient, inspired living. Your life, you're the one who writes its next chapter from here.